The complete guide to performing the Zombies in Spaceland Easter egg solo without fortune cards. As always, notes will be in the description. Grab my hand, let's jump right in. I recommend you're at least profile level 8 before performing this Easter egg. This unlocks the Scope Dollars Fake card and customization for the Kendall 44. I also recommend you have the Kendall at weapon level 4 or higher, unlocking at least one attachment slot for extended mags. Any attachments or weapon levels on the M1 would also be useful. For your deck, take Scoped Dollars and Eagle-Eyed for early farming, Nade Party for the Seti-Com step, and Scorching Skin and Mana Up for the boss fight. At the start of the game, turn on the local power and buy the M1 off the cart. Melee each zombie in that round. When Scene 1 ends, buy the door to the park and take the left path to Junction. One of 3 parts will spawn here in Junction. A boombox at the bridge, a calculator at the central bench, or an umbrella on a bench by the slides. Pick up whichever you find, then pick up Neil's head at the Polar Peak Bridge. Place it on the robot body to start Neil's challenges. Neil's challenges aren't necessary to complete, but they do provide a small boost to your ticket count. In Scene 2, take out zombies with 1 M1 shot and a melee. In Scene 3, take out zombies with 2 M1 shots and a melee. After the 3rd zombie or so of Scene 3, your first card should be available. Select Scoped Dollars. Continue to farm zombies via melee kill until there is only 1 left in the round. Buy the door to Journey into Space, then the door to the Astrocade. Turn the power on and play a few arcade games to rack up tickets. I like to play Skee Ball, this ball throwing machine, and this ball dropping machine. Earn as much as you can, then check this trash bin for the calculator part. Activate the portal and take it back to Junction. Flip the scene using the pistol to be safe, as zombies can be weakened when they respawn. In Scene 4, take out zombies with 3 M1 shots and a melee. When you get close to your next card, you can use the pistol to finish out the bar. Activate Eagle-Eyed. With both Scoped Dollars and Eagle-Eyed active, we want to line up as many zombies as possible for collaterals. With Scoped Dollars, you have 10 lethal shots available, and collaterals count as only 1 shot. Train zombies along this line between Junction and Journey, or from Journey to Astrocade, to get them to line up. Take your time lining up your shots for maximum effect. At this point, you will likely have found your first souvenir token. We will be building 2 boomboxes and 1 Medusa device, all to be used during the boss fight. For the boomboxes, we will use the blue-green-green token combo, building them in Junction and in Journey into Space. The Medusa device must be built at the Souvenir Machine in the Kepler system. You'll see why later. Do your best to save the last zombie in the round while we open up the rest of the map. Buy the door to the second half of Journey, check the trap switch for the umbrella part, continue to turn on the power, then activate the portal and take it to Junction. Run over to Polar Peak and buy the first door. Continue to the gift shop, check for the umbrella part, then continue up the ramp. Buy the door to the roller coaster and turn on the power. Activate the portal in the gift shop and return to Junction. Lastly, buy into Kepler, then buy the door immediately to the left. Head up the stairs and turn on the power, checking for the boombox part. Before you leave, check the food tables over by the chromosphere for the calculator part. Activate and take the portal back to Junction. At this point, all 4 portals should be linked, giving you access to the projector room and Pack-a-Punch, but don't teleport just yet. If you have all of your Seti-Com parts, you can deliver them to David Hasselhoff wherever he is, either in Journey, in Kepler, or at the fountains outside of Polar. You'll have to buy a door to access this last one. Make sure to buy the Kepler door. We want Polar closed for now. After you give David the Seti-Com, you'll have to wait 2 rounds for him to construct it. Using your pistol, flip the round. The first clown round occurs on 5, 6, or 7. Do not use your M1 during this round. On the next non-clown round, continue to farm zombies using the Scoped Dollars Eagle-Eyed strat. We are looking to hit at least 6,500 in cash during this round. Your Scoped Dollars will likely expire, but Eagle-Eyed will remain active and likely will last most of your game. Once you're holding the last zombie in the round, take the Junction teleporter to the projection room. Pack-a-Punch the Kendall, then interact with the UFOs on the table, sending them into the film. Reclaim the baby's breath and return to the film. With your excess money, head over to Kepler and buy the Bomb Stoppers perk, making you immune to explosive damage. If you are still missing the boombox Seti-Com part, buy this door in Journey to get to Underground and continue towards the Race and Stripes machine to claim the boombox on the counter and deliver the Seti-Com now. While you wait for the Seti-Com to build, here are some things to look out for. The next perk to get is Tough Nuff. I personally value this perk over opening additional doors. After you receive the max ammo from the clown round, try your best to save the baby's breath ammo, using the M1 for collaterals. Grab a rewind tactical grenade at some point from one of the ticket stands. From my experiences, exactly 1 will be available inside one of the ticket stands for 25 tickets. Ticket stands refresh on round 10. We'll need this later. Look for a gas grenade to drop from the zombies. This grenade is far and away the best for Seti-Com defense. Continue to fill the 3 souvenir machines based on the boombox or Medusa requirements. You'll know the Seti-Com is ready when the round intros with heavy speaker noise. Interact with David to receive the Seti-Com. This may occur during a clown round. It appears that you can't progress the Seti-Com during these rounds, but I didn't 100% test this. We must now find 3 locations across the map to place the Seti-Com down at, defending it for increased time durations. There are 7 total locations to check, and locations will only be available one at a time. These locations are next to the fountain in Kepler, at the fountain outside of Polar Peak, at the entrance to Polar Peak, in the Polar Peak gift shop, at the Journey into Space escape velocity trap, in the break room underground, and outside of the bumper carts towards the Astrocade. The best time to start a Seti-Com is either just as the round begins or once you have thinned your round down to the last couple of zombies. Seti-Com 1 lasts for 60 seconds. You should be fine to use all of your baby's breath ammo on this defense. When the timer ends, a nuke will fire off and a max ammo will spawn. Don't forget to pick up the Seti-Com once done. Flip the round. I had clowns on 7, so I had to flip this round. Seti-Com 2 lasts for 90 seconds. Activate the nade party card from your deck. This card regenerates your nade slot over time with the effect lasting 3 rounds. When you throw a gas grenade down, you can take your time to reload the baby's breath and save ammo. On completion, grab the ammo and pick up the Seti-Com. I recommend buying the Bang Bangs perk at this point. It doesn't appear to have a significant impact during the Seti-Com portions themselves, but will be useful during normal round progression. Flip the round. Whenever you find your 3rd and final red token, bring it to the souvenir machine and complete the Medusa device. By doing so here in Kepler, an alien toy will pop out of the machine. We'll need this later on. Seti-Com 3 lasts for 120 seconds. For this attempt, continue to use your regenerating gas grenades and be liberal with your baby's breath usage. When you run out of ammo, use your rewind tactical from earlier to refill your primary. It's best to do so while a gas grenade is down. On completion, grab the ammo and pick up the Seti-Com. If at any point you fail a Seti-Com step, a brute will spawn. I recommend taking care of that brute, and then you'll have to return to David to grab a new Seti-Com. Don't worry, any progress is saved. You will, however, have to flip around and go back to the prior Seti-Com location and continue. After my 3rd Seti-Com, I grabbed Racing Stripes because it was incredibly convenient, and it's also the preferred next perk. The Seti-Com can now be delivered to David. In another 2 rounds, you'll be able to grab a set of speakers from him for the boss fight. Next, we have to work on building our wonder weapon, the Shredder, made up of 3 parts. Part 1 is the alien toy acquired earlier. Part 2 is a red crystal. Head to Kepler at the start of a round and pull up zombies. Bring them over to the chronosphere and activate the trap. After about 20 kills, the UFO patrolling the trap will swap to patrolling the entire Kepler area. Go to any ticket stand, have the baby's breath out, and buy an arcane core for 300 tickets from the box on the right, attaching it to the weapon. You now need to fill the UFO with souls earned via your arcane core weapon. This will likely take 2 rounds. During this, you'll likely encounter a brute, seeming to spawn on scene 10 or 11. Kite the brute over to the alligator trap. If the trap closes on the brute, the teeth will break. You can now deal with the brute and then go to the Astrocade and buy the golden teeth for 300 tickets. If you're short on tickets, feel free to play any of the arcade games. Return to Kepler to finish up your UFO kills. Once full, the UFO will turn into a floating plume. Interact to attach it to the baby's breath. Once attached, interact with the alligator trap to place the golden teeth, revealing a series of panels. Shoot the far right panel with the baby's breath to open it, and claim the gem inside. Part 3 is a battery. Wait up here in Kepler until the log ride boat comes down. Follow it around, shooting the battery that sits on the back end with the baby's breath until it falls into the water. Go up to the fountain and find the battery as it bounces between water streams. With all 3 parts in hand, go back down the stairs and by the door to the underground. At the bottom of the stairs will be a small workbench. Place the 3 parts one by one and acquire the Shredder, replacing your trusty M1 rifle. With your remaining cash, head to Polar Peak and buy Quickies as your final 5th perk. Return to David and claim your speakers. It's time to set up for the boss fight. If you don't yet have your Medusa device and 2 boomboxes prepped, I recommend continuing to farm rounds until you have them. Grab the Medusa device from Kepler and place it here. Then grab the boombox from Journey and hold on to it. The second boombox will remain in the Junction machine until we need it. Preferably at the end of a round or at the very start, place the speakers around the projector portal in a clockwise formation. The order doesn't actually matter, but doing it the same every time will keep it consistent. Starting at the portal and going clockwise, the order will be yellow, blue, green, red. Feel free to jot this down on a physical space next to you. It's now time for boss fight part 1. This will be Simon Says 3 times. The UFO above will flash the 4 colors in a random order. You will know the order after the first 3 colors, but make sure the 4th sound fully completes before interacting, otherwise you will be too early and will fail that round. Interact with each speaker in the correct order to pass. You'll know you've succeeded when the next zombie you eliminate drops a max ammo power-up. The strat I like to follow is to keep all zombies alive and behind you as you walk around the portal. Sprinting can be too fast at times, causing the horde to split up, killing your train. Round 2 will play, keep the horde alive while you determine the order, then burst them down to clear your path to the speakers. If you ever fail a Simon Says round, a brute will spawn. If you don't kill the brute fast enough, the Simon Says round will retry, and you may be stuck dealing with more than you can handle. Don't forget about the Medusa device you placed earlier. Kill zombies in the vicinity to fill the device, we'll use it in part 2. Round 3 is more of the same. At the end, however, clowns will start to spawn from various portals. Take your time kiting the zombies and clowns by making use of the twin bridges leading to spawn. Part 2 will start once you've eliminated all clowns. I recommend saving your last 2 cards, for example Scorching Skin and Mana Up, for the second boss fight phase. Boss fight part 2 is the alien fight. There will be 1 alien for each player in the game. The alien can only be damaged by a weapon of rock, aka the Shredder. The alien fight has 3 phases. In phase 1, activate the Medusa device to nuke the horde. During the lull, pump damage into the alien with the Shredder. Always use the baby's breath to defend yourself if you're getting overwhelmed. When the alien pops its bubble, swap to the baby's breath for defense and enter the bubble. When the alien crouches, melee it in the back to pop a fuse. A max ammo will drop, and that's phase 1 done. Phase 2 is the same process. The nuke drop here was super useful to wipe the horde. If you don't have a nuke, use the boombox during this phase to distract the zombies. The alien will not follow the boombox, so you should be free to focus him down. Bubble, melee, phase 2 done. Phase 3 is just a straight up duel, no melee gimmicks. Drop your boombox if you still have it, or grab the one from the Junction Souvenir Machine to use. I made a mistake at the end of phase 2 and forgot to grab the max ammo. In doing so, I actually ran out of ammo in the Shredder. The baby's breath can't damage the alien, so I legit had to run around using my nades in the baby's breath to try and farm up a max ammo. Thankfully, I did end up finding one. I'm not sure if this is a mechanic of the boss fight or if it was just pure luck. Continue to Shredder down the alien until you get the 1000 XP notification confirming the kill. All zombies on the map will be nuked, resetting their spawns. It turns out the zombie I killed here was actually the original one I saved from scene 13, so don't kill him and flip the round like I did. It'll just complicate things. Go to the projector portal, grab the alien fuses in front, then take the teleporter. On the other end, interact with Pack-a-Punch to install the fuses. Swap to the Shredder and upgrade it into the meat grinder. Return to the film. Once back, run towards the bridges and the Spaceland sign. Shoot each of the 5 connectors around the sign to start a lightning strike, swapping to the baby's breath to defend yourself. The lightning will burst into the sky, striking the UFO above and sending it crashing into Polar Peak. Another nuke will sound off, then you can claim your very first piece of the Soul Key. And that's Zombies in Spaceland. This is one of the more annoying Easter eggs I've had to deal with. Glad I could get through it. Next up, per the community vote, will be Dead of the Night from Black Ops 4. Be sure to like the video if you liked the video, subscribe for more Zombies Easter eggs, campaign achievements, and Black Ops 6 news, and as always, you are welcome here, you are valued here. I'll see you next time.